Well, here we go. I'm at Glendalough State Park. I'm in a group campsite. It's the middle of the week, being Wednesday and all. There's nobody here, so parked in the shade. This is kind of cool to see the carts right there. You can cart your stuff in and set it up here. It's a really neat spot, actually. Let's walk around a minute. I might be a little noisier today because I got my thermostat clicked on me and a few other things, so it might be a little rattly today because it's a little warm, but it's also a little breezy, so we might not have too many bugs to worry about. But as you can see, this campsite, as I turn around and see right here, it's pretty big. I mean, you can fit a ton of tents and stuff in here. It goes way on back in there yet too. But you got access here for this little part of the river that goes between the two lakes. So if you have a canoe or whatever, you can tie it up right here and go paddling, or just come down here and waddle in the water. But today, we're here to do miles. I've had too many zeros in a row. And for you non-hiking people, zeros mean days without doing any miles. They're called zeros. And I've had about 4 in a row. Yeah, sure, it's because I work, but I could get out after work like I am today. I don't think I can hit the trail from over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I gotta go this way. Anyway, so that's what we're up to today. Oop. Get you guys straightened out here a little bit. There we go. Yes, here's the trail right here. Eventually, we're going to be way over there where those trees are. That tree line that's way back there. And then we're going to loop back around over to here. But like I said, eventually. Oh, maybe I could have came from around the other way. Looks like they mowed it all the way up and around. Okay. Oh. So this is a different view of the campsite. The group camp. Let's see here. Got to try to unwind a little bit. I had a couple of cheeseburgers before I left, and a Celsius on the ride over here. So now I'm all full of piss and vinegar, ready to put some miles on. Trying out 2 trek poles today. I noticed the other day when I was hiking with just one, whatever arm, especially my left, that did not have the pole in it, got really stiff because it was just hanging. It wasn't really moving much like the one with the hiking pole in it. So my shoulder got really sore from just hanging with the weight of the backpack on. So we'll try 2, see if the movement helps it. I happen to know where I'm going, so I'm avoiding all this, but let's go over here. the trail goes around this lake. I was just going through the picnic area for a shortcut. But we might as well head on over here and check it out. Walk right by it. For your safety on the beach. Yeah, well, we're not going to swim. Oh, we got a couple people tanning. Let them do their thing. Hey, birdie. See, that wind's just coming right across there. Yes, sir. There's a place up there you can bring the whole family and have a little event or whatever. This won't be a really long hike, so we may do more than just this. The thing with Glendalough is the longest trail they have is the mountain bike route, and it's mostly paved. And I really didn't want to do a paved trail. Although I am really tired of having ticks on me every time I hike. Okay. This park, unfortunately, does not have the big map signs with the letter displays telling you where you're at and all that. You have to bring a map with you. And I've been coming to this park for so many years, I just know them. So I really don't need to know where I'm going, per se. This park is pretty much, the whole family wants to come out here and hang out for the weekend. This is the place to come. Because there's 2 lakes on it. There's one right here. And let's see. Yeah. Another one. I gotta get my bearings right. No, this is the bottom one. And the other one's up over the outside. But anyway, you have 2 lakes here. 3 if you count the one that's way up on the other side up there. But the park only touches the bottom border of that, the south border of that, or the west border of that. Hope this wind doesn't get too much worse. It's almost like the wind is following us. It was in our face when we were way over there. Now it's in our face again. Good bass fishing in this. Good bass, good crappies, good panfish. Especially right here on this shoreline when it's really hot summer. This all gets grown up with all these weeds that you can see like way out. It's a big flat right here. This park can get busy in the hot of the summer. A lot of people are here, especially when school's out. Seeing if there's any turtles. Don't see any. But yeah, when school's out, kids are on vacation. This place is packed. There's no way I'd be able to park where I just parked. That'll be full, non-stop. I was actually kind of surprised there was no one camping there, but being it's Thursday today. Wonder if we see any snakes today. It's a little breezy and not cool, but you don't feel the 78 degrees. This is usually where I come. You can park. Well, you can't really see it. I'll show you in a minute. The trail goes that way, and then Beer's right. There's a parking area right over there. It's usually where I park. But you can rent this boat and go out. But I've fished off this dock lots of times. Just sit here and catch fish all day. I'll have to do a catch and cook from here. That's what I should do. I'll do that maybe next weekend. Because I bring my stuff and I set it up right here on this table and just spend quite a few hours here. So that'd be cool. Do a catch and cook. As long as the wind ain't blowing this direction so you can cast out. I picked the wrong day to be out here, didn't I? It's all about the miles. Barely see that. Hiking trail. I'm gonna fix my hat real quick. I got my Outback on. And I want to tighten up the, tighten up the drawstring. This wind's really starting to pick up even more. Yeah, so hopefully with all the extra equipment hanging off of me today, it won't be too noisy. I really didn't need to bring the thermostat with this wind unless we get into a spot where it's well protected. And we could. We are coming up on some oaks in a little while. Gotta get over this and around the bend here and get over in the woods. The sun is kind of warm. The sun would be really warm if it wasn't for the wind. sign says here. Geology of Glendalough. I'm going to assume it's from Glacier, because all of our parks that have anything to do with coolness is Glacier made around here. But you'll have to pause that and read it yourself. But quite a view. Nice view. Yeah. I could handle this for a while, huh? Breeze in my face, armpits airing out. Not bad. Not a bad view at all. There's a boat dock on this lake, right down there. Right where that corner is just about. Drops down to a boat dock, so you can bring your boat out there. If you don't want to rent, you own one. Well, other than the wind, this is a gorgeous day, and I'm not even complaining about the wind. Keeps the bugs away. Just makes for a shitty video, but we'll deal. All the dandelions are turning white already. I mowed the yard again today, and it's the last of the yellow. I chopped that crap right up. That's the wood line we're going up into here in a sec. Park worker. Yeah, see, you don't have the state park signs like you normally do. You just got to pay attention and find these little brown signs. You know, they don't have the map signs, which kind of bummer. But like I said, just stop at the main gate, grab yourself a map. There's not a lot of trails in this park. That's why I don't think they bothered, but I don't know. I think they still should, though. It's always nice to come up on a sign and see you are here, you know. What do we got here? Any poison ivy? Probably, so I'm not getting in that. Prairie Hill Interpretive Trail. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. I did hike this in the wintertime, and let me tell you, you get up on this knoll, or this ridge, up over the other side, when you're hiking toward Sunset Lake, and it was cold wind blowing across there, man. Holy cow. Oh, this is just what I needed. I wanted to go to a park that had more hills, but I didn't get out of work till 2 o'clock, and this is the closest to me. Oh, the other one was another hour away. So I just wanted to get some miles. I don't care if I have to double loop a trail or something. I'm going to try to get 5 miles in at least. I got my tracker on so I can start keeping track of mileage. I should have started that a month ago, but you know, truthfully, I wasn't really sure how much I was going to get into this hiking thing, because it was right in the middle of turkey season, and then the temperatures just skyrocketed. Went from 40s and 50s right up to 70s and 80s, and you go off trail anywhere and you're getting ticks on you. And turkey hunting, you know, you gotta really get in the woods and you gotta hunt them. So yeah, once it got too warm, that was out for me. I'll save that for fall. I see more turkeys in the fall, and you can get a tom or a hen in the fall. So you don't have to worry about being selective so much. Look at all the bird crap. This park is well known for its oak trees. They're really healthy this year. Jeez. They look good. They look really good. But we got a good amount of snow over the winter, and so far our rainfall has been really well. That's why I was bringing the thermocell, because we may bump into a few ponds stagnant here and there. And the mosquitoes, you know, they love that crap. That's a cool little bench. It's a cool spot for it anyway. Oh, stumbled down a couple steps there. But yeah, see, you sit on that bench to take a break, and that tall grass, your feet under it, ticks. I mean, they're even in the short grass, so, but at least it's short grass. These are the worst months in Minnesota to be in the woods, but they're also the best, because it's not super humid yet, and things are still growing, so you get a little bit of visibility through some trees yet. Fall is my favorite time to be outdoors. You know, most people say the same thing, but I really don't mind spring. The toughest part for me is it goes from winter temperatures to spring temperatures really quickly here, and it takes a few minutes to acclimate to that. Common prairie grass. You're going to find a whole bunch of that in a minute as we get up on top of that ridge. Because from there over to Sunset Lake is pretty much grass. Oop, that's my thermocell banging into the camera. Not steep enough. Too easy. I need more. I need higher. I need harder. I need rough terrain, rocks. Yeah. It's almost retirement. About 3 more years if I take early. I could take early because I have no debts. I don't have a house. Well, let's just say I don't have payments. I own everything that I have. My van is paid for. I rent my dwelling with no contract, so I can up and leave any moment I want. For years and years, I worked for the man, paid my taxes to the man, did everything for the man. Now that that's all done and caught up, and I can do everything for me, that's the way I'm going to end my life. Every day is for me now. Everybody has to work. That's just the way it is. Well, not everybody. There's quite a view across there. A little hazy today, but we're not even really up on the high peak yet, kind of. But it's a good chance to look around. There's the main gate right there. That's where you stop and get your maps and info, and there's the bathrooms there. That's about it, really. There's not much there. It's not an office. It's just a stop and pick up information area. That little lonely tree down there, that's cool as hell. Huh, that almost looks like a trail. I think it is, actually, now that I think about it. There is a trail that comes across through here and meets up with this one. But that's quite a view over there. I gotta admit, I've never come this way before. We're really, really, really close to the private land. Well, in fact, you can see the fence posts. So, and well, now that I see that, that's not a tree. From here, with my glaucoma, you never know in the distance. That's something to do with the farm, I think. But who knows? I ain't walking down there to find out. This is where I expect to get attacked by flies and gnats. They like this warm grass. So do the snakes. Well, there is a trail here, but that's not our trail. And I know that goes into private. Let's go down there a little ways, because I've never actually walked it. I've always gone that way, down to Sunset Lake and come back around. But let's try it. Looks to me like we're going to walk right into a private property sign, but they might allow you to hike this property. You know, there might be a, if you behave, you can come on my land kind of thing. Oh, no, I see. Okay. We're good. That's the corner. Excuse me. Bit. Ow. Ouch. I didn't like that. Oof. That was crazy. I don't know what it was, but I was biting my rib. Yeah. Farmland. Private. Makes sense. snakes must have already got their feed for the day, because this is the kind of weather they would be out in. Oh, drop-offs. Take a step and ooh, down you go. Make them run deeper instead of coming out. Yeah, that makes sense. Something tells me we're going to end up having to turn around and come back, because I'm pretty sure there's no trail that veers right off of this. There might be, though. But it would actually be pretty cool if there was, because it would go through these oak trees. Quite a bluff. Thankfully, there's nobody out there farming, or we'd have a lot of dust in our face right now. Like mullein. This is really good for you. It's mullein leaf. You let this grow and dry it out. You can actually smoke it if you want. But, this is good for cleaning out your lungs. I don't know if you can pick it up. Mullein. I actually take mullein leaf capsules and, to help my breathing. I've been doing it well since winter, and what a difference. You take 2 in the morning, and if you're a little congested or whatever, you'll be hacking up phlegm for half a day. they work so well. So yeah, if you see that, mullein, learn about it. If you have any type of respiratory system problem, check it out. You know what? I'm just going to unclip this because it's just going to be a nuisance. I can see it already with this window open. I'm going to get rid of this. So, stick it in my pocket right now. There we go. All that was doing is just banging on my camera. I hesitated bringing it, but you know how that goes. I don't need it, and then you find out you do. Alright, we might be in luck. Very cool. I'm thinking this might be a snowmobile trail. And that's okay too, because that means it's just really wide. Cleaned up. Oh yeah. Beautiful. It's going to go right into those oaks, I think. That'd be a good spot for a break. Let's sneak up in here a little quieter. Of course, the wind's blowing on our back and blowing that way, so any chance of wildlife, they already smelt my ass, that's for sure. Trail flowers, getting the purples. I don't know if that's in the camera or not, probably. Yeah, looking cool. I don't know what they're called. I'm not a flower guy, but it's cool to see on the trail. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're gonna get down in there where it's a little cooler. And this is where we'll get attacked by bugs. Now I'm all sweaty. My temperature's rised. And we're in the low swamp area. Yeah. It's browsed out pretty good through there. There's a lot of deer in here. There's no wonder why. Yeah. This is a great spot. Nice and cool right here. The good thing about this campground, they have showers here. I like that. The camping area itself is actually really cool. They got some cabins you can rent and a lot of walk-in areas. Me personally, I'd be back here somewhere if I was gonna set up a walk-in. I don't think anybody would care. because the only people back here are maybe hikers and horseback riders. If you wanted to backpack your stuff up back here, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. This is getting where it's not even mowed much anymore. I'm not even sure if this trail was even groomed. It surely did not stay in the oak trees long, did it? That's a badass deer stand right there. Back home, we didn't have a whole lot of that kind of thing because you couldn't hunt with a rifle in Massachusetts because the dwellings were so close together. The bullet would actually travel further than, from house to house. You could shoot a bullet further than the dwellings are away from you. .22 rimfire rifles is the only thing you can use. Other than that, it was shotgun. Even for deer, you had to use slugs and buckshot or archery. Black powder. Even though black powder nowadays can reach right out there, so I don't know if they restrict that now or not, but a lot of small towns are like that. Connecticut, I think, is like that, where you can't use a rifle, maybe in certain areas, but well, hell, I ain't been in Massachusetts for 35, 40 years, so even that might have changed by now. I seriously doubt it, though. It's a heavy Democratic state. They love their Kennedys. This almost seems like an access road more than it does a trail. I'm not even sure we're in the park anymore, to tell you the truth. I'm thinking we are, but it doesn't look like a lot of people use this trail. If this goes to an area where we have to turn around and go back, I'll definitely get my miles in, won't I? Like I said, I usually take that turn way back there and go around Sunset Lake. You can see where people have driven through here. Burning up those cheeseburgers. Well, there's a bench here, so I guess I'm still in the park. Those are nice. Those look new. Like they just built them this year. I'm gonna get over here. Look, they got cup holders and everything. Isn't that the coolest thing? I like those. That's pretty cool. I don't really need a break, but it's still kind of cool. I wonder if it's got a... Sometimes they give the name of the person that built them, but no, there's no plaque or nothing. But they're pretty cool. Well built for pine. Looks like deck wood. Well, that's a good sign. At least we're seeing things that resemble the park. I've never been on this trail, so you're learning as I'm learning. Oh wow, it really opens up here. Holy cow. Let's get up a little higher and I'll do a scan. Let's try right here. Oh, that's definitely private, but boy, you can see quite a ways out there. Yeah, look how hazy it is, though. Really nice up here. This might have to be my after-work jaunt trail. Man, it's so close. Wide open. Nobody back here to bug me. I like this one. There's a building. Let's see what this is all about. Ouch. Kicked my pole. Might be a deer stand for the private property. I don't know. There's something going on here. Oh, it's a dwelling. What the hell? That's pretty cool. They got their own little footpath right there. That's cool. They can come over here and hike and do whatever. That's all right there. Huh. Pretty cool little homestead. I don't know if there's anybody up there, so I don't want to make it look like I'm poking around, but it's such a cool spot that I had to show it. Look at the view they got, for cripe's sake. This is awesome. Hell yeah. I don't know what that building is. I have no idea. But it's in the park. Oh, maybe I do know. That might be over there where the maintenance people keep their stuff, but I thought that was further in. Well, I'm surrounded by lakes, so there's only so far I can go. Even if I walk 20 miles, I'll still be walking in circles unless I hit a lake. This is freaking cool back here, though. Oh, yeah. You know what? Look at this. They're building all kinds of crap in here. This is cool as shit. Could be a house right there. Hey! I didn't see you up there. Building a nice house there. Building a nice looking house there.
Yeah, it'll be a tree house.
Oh, yeah? Didn't even see that guy up there. You guys know what a puffer mushroom is? Puffball? Those are supposed to be edible. So I hear, but there's another one. You step on that, it would just go poof. But I have no reason to destroy it. It's gonna be quite a place, tucked in those trees. Well, here's the corner of the park. You can see the yellow signs. So we are right at the border of the park. There's all kinds of do not come over here signs, and this has got to be a snowmobile trail I'm on for sure. Okay, let's go this direction, I think. This looks like where we want to be. So I'm also breaking in my new, I don't know if you can't even see those, I'm sure, but I'm breaking in my new shoes. They're working out pretty well, actually. Even with the wool socks on. Get my hand on a loop there. Very comfortable shoes. I'm not the kind of guy that spends a lot of money on hiking gear. I mean, if I was gonna do, some of the big national trails, or go for a Triple Crown or something, then yeah, because those guys go through a pair of shoes every couple weeks. But yeah, well, I do believe this is Sunset Lake. I think, maybe not though, because we actually went back a little further than I normally go, but it might be. Oh, that shade feels good. Okay, I think I know what's going on. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Now we have choices. Power pole for something. Oh, this is just a swamp right here. Alright. Okay. So it looks like it goes into the woods and then comes out over there. Quite a view. I can still hear them guys talking way over there. It's funny how voices carry. That was a great song in the 80s. Voices carry. I wish I can remember the name of the band. Wonder whatever happened to them. Whew. All kinds of water holes back here. Nice. So anyway, back to my equipment. I don't see the need right now to spend a lot of money on, the expensive carbon fiber hiking poles, and it's all cool and stuff. I got nothing against what people buy, but I'm an Ozark Trail kind of guy myself. There's people that on YouTube that do the challenges, the Walmart challenge, and I watch these guys, and they really abuse the crap out of this stuff just to test it, and it works out, Hold on, I got something crawling on me. Not digging that. Whew. Sweat a little bit with this chest mount on. There we go. I might have to figure something up for that, because it's pretty uncomfortable. All right. Well, I'm going to make an assumption. You see those buildings? I'm going to assume that those are for the maintenance crew for the park. And that trail that we saw over there, that's the road that goes right to those buildings. That explains the telephone poles. And this ridge that we're coming up on is the ridge that other trail way back there, when I said I usually go right here but we're going to go this way instead, that usually comes across and up to there. So we took the long way around is basically all we did. The border of the park itself, which is kind of cool. Because this pond right here I didn't even know was here. I had no idea. I've never been back this far. Never had to. So maybe this fall we'll come over here and try to catch some bass. Or maybe in the winter I'll sneak back here and do some ice fishing. Well, not sneak, it's not illegal. But it might freeze solid though. Usually little ponds like that, they freeze solid and you don't catch nothing. Because there's nothing in it. But you never know. Definitely a nice day for scenery though, for sure. It really does look like a house though, doesn't it? It's interesting. One thing that's kind of a bummer about Minnesota is the amount of land that the DNR sells off in the state forest. I used to go to Huntersville State Forest. Okay, here's our intersection. That's the road that, this is the one that I said, if I took a right, this is the way I normally go, this is where it comes out. And then goes up over this. So anyway, yeah, I used to hunt a lot in Huntersville State Forest. But now you got to have Onyx Hunt or some kind of app that tells you where the private property is, because there's so much of it now. It's like Swiss cheese, you know, the state land is just all sold off in 40-acre plots. So we're gonna go up, because I think what we were on is a snowmobile trail, and that's gonna end up going all the way into Otter Tail, and we don't want that. We want to stay in the park. So anyway, you'll be walking along on a ATV trail to get to a good place to hunt, and all of a sudden, bam, a house shows up. Like, what the hell? So you really got to pay attention now. Oh yeah, I went right straight out to no man's land out there. I'll look on the map when I get back just to see how far it goes. But that's out there. Yeah. There's my 10-mile hike right there. Getting over to that ridge. You know what? There's a lake between us. That might be Otter Tail Lake over there, because we're really, really close. Not Otter Tail Lake. What am I thinking? Annie Battle Lake. Yeah. 'Cause that's the biggest lake. And I bet that's where she goes. Yeah, so either that was a snowmobile trail, which I'm pretty sure it is now. That comes in from a different access. We're gonna have to find that. I gotta find out where that goes. For sure. Still don't believe I haven't seen any snakes laying in the pathway. Perfect day to get warmed up by the sun. That's funny. I've never been on this side of those farm buildings. Yeah, that's cool. The wind is so warm now it doesn't even feel good. What a place for deer to be laying down. Just a perfect little spot. Nobody back here to mess with them. That was definitely worth taking a left instead of a right. For sure. Stepped in a gopher hole. Interesting view. There's something making a hole in this tree right here. And then something over there in that tree. Quite a view up here. Be a great mountain bike trail. Excellent mountain bike trail. Beautiful little hangout for deer. That little green patch down there. What a cool job it would be to drive around and mow these trails. It's warm. It's gonna hit 80. And I think it already has. It was 76, I believe, when I left the van. And that's obviously over an hour ago now. A little bit of steepness. Nothing to cry about, but a little bit. Okay. I think that's the trail we want. Let's check it out real quick. Yeah, see, that's what I mean with they don't mark the trails. You just gotta wing it or bring a map. I think really the only trail that you would end up getting lost on is that snowmobile trail that's way out there that we were on. Because all the other trails stay in the park. You're either gonna, come up on another trail or a road or something in the park. Oh yeah, we're coming up on Sunset Lake now, right here. Yeah, you can't even really see where that snowmobile trail was now. It's over there somewhere. Whew. Wow. Let's keep moving. I gotta do the miles. Let's get a view of the lake quick. This is actually a really small lake. I don't know if there's fish in it or not. You never see anybody fish it. You'll get a better view here in a minute as soon as we get down around this corner. This I've hiked before. I know where I am now. I've hiked coming this way. This comes out right at the inlet of Sunset Lake Trail. And a little bit further down the road you can rent bikes and all that happy stuff. We might see some waterfowl down here. This place is usually loaded with ducks and geese. I mentioned it in one of my other videos over the winter when I hiked here. Over there's a fallen tree. Well, here, hold on. You can kind of see it. Right where this tree right here leans down, it's on the ground on the other side over there. I was sitting in that, and the wind was blowing right in my face. And geese came from here, and we're gonna land on this, and they just came, and they landed right in front of me. And I just sat there with my camera at 35mm with a 200 zoom lens. And as they were approaching, I just kept going snap, 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 snap. Just kept taking pictures and pictures and pictures as they were coming in. And picked out what I thought was my favorite one and posted it. This is years ago when computers were like, oh wow, you got a computer? But posted it on a camping page or something. I can't even remember now what it was. And somebody who was writing a book, a pictorial book about Minnesota parks and this and that and the other thing, asked for my permission for that picture. Of course, I was like, sure, put my name on it. I never did buy the book. I wanted to, but I just forgot about it, and the only time I think about it is whenever I bring this story up, and it's usually whenever I'm right around this lake. But yeah, somewhere out there's a coffee table book with my name and pictures in it that I don't even know about. Oh yeah, if it wasn't for this wind, we'd be attacked. Now and then I get a fly in my ear. sunglasses. Got a clearing coming up here. We'll stop and take a look before we drop down into the oaks. Really not. You can see, well, maybe you can't see, but I just seen there's a car right there going on that road over there. That's the main road to the park. Most people come in and park right here. It looks like that's what that car is doing. If you could just see the reflection. But they park here and then they walk the mountain bike loop. It's paved. I keep saying mountain bike loop, and it's actually just a bike trail. You can ride any bike on it. In fact, the less knobby the tire, the better, because it's pavement. And you're just going to feel so you got a mountain bike with a smooth center line on your tire. It's a good ride. But if you got an off-road aggressive tire, you're going to feel every little nug. Something out there. Almost sounded like a deer snort. So they're doing construction in this park too, I saw. I drove through the park when I first came in to see how busy it is. I always like to see how many cars and people are in the park, because that tells me what trails I'm going to use and all that. Oh, there's been people biking on this. You can see bike tracks. Smart. There you go. There's a view. Opens right up here. It's just running down my chest right now. Red-winged blackbird. They're all over in Minnesota. Especially around the lake edges like this. They get into that cattails. They love that stuff. I get nervous when people or anything come around. You can always hear them chirping. Get away from me. There's one that just took off right in front of us. Some kind of a bird. See him on the ground right here? Let's see how close we can get. He just keeps hopping along. Oh, another one come down and join it. Must be all kinds of bugs on this ground right here. Sorry guys, back to feeding. I just need to get through here. We're going up on the ridge. Oh, look at that. That was cool. I think it was a swan. He's still over there. Sneak around. Might be a heron, but I don't think so. I think it was a swan. All kinds of bird life down here. Jeez. That ridge up there I've seen so many deer up there. All my best pictures of deer are on that ridge all the way around to here. All the deer that I got, I mean, huge bucks, body-wise and rack-wise, all on this little ridge right here. It's kind of one of those secluded areas that's right under your nose. It's like so close to the main road of the park that you wouldn't really think there'd be deer in there. But like I said, all the best deer pictures I have and the most sightings of deer came on this ridge right here ahead of us. Swan's nervous. He's not liking us flying or walking around over here. I just went up in that tree. I almost wonder if it's an eagle now. Wow. Why would a waterfowl bird go up in a tree? Huh. I'm really curious. There are a bunch of eagles in here. Oh, there it goes. Maybe it's an osprey. I can't get close enough right now, and I didn't bring my binoculars. I'm not close enough to see it with my eyes, with my glaucoma. So we're just going to sneak up on it and see. I've never seen a waterfowl land in a tree. Wood ducks, but they don't hang out in trees. They just get up in their wood duck boxes. Whatever that is huge. Let's stand here for a second. See if we can make them nervous enough to fly away. While I adjust my strappage. Trying to get it so it's comfortable all the way here. The trail goes right underneath where he's sitting. So let's see if we can sneak over there. Trying to keep you guys in the focus there. You can see it with that dead tree right there. Right at the top, there's a big old white bird. And he's watching us just like we're watching him. Oh. He's definitely nervous. There goes. Huh. I'm not sure what it is. It's big. Eventually this trail kind of sneaks up onto the ridge, so we'll end up leaving him alone, letting him do his thing here. Obviously looking for fish or something, frogs, food, period. Get one more look at him. I can hear voices. There might be people coming. So anyway, this is what I call Oak Ridge. Yeah, I mean, obviously, just oaks everywhere. Even these are looking good this year too. Looking real good. That's awesome. There's a red-winged blackbird hacking away. In this tree above me, there it goes. Many years ago, I hiked around all up and through here. It looks thick right here because it's just low and brumble, but you get up on there and that plateau up on top is pretty clean and easy to see through. And I just found me a spot out of the wind and sat there and just waited. And then after a while, it was just picture after picture after picture. Just deer coming into that. That was crazy. It's nice with the wind in our face right now. Whew. Yeah, if the grass wasn't so high, I'd actually walk over there and show you, but down back in there, you get up on that ridge and you look and you can look right down over. It's really nice back in there. Opened up so you can see through the woods a little bit. Whew. Well, if we're lucky, we might get a sneak peek at that bird. Coming right up on it pretty quick here off to the right. We can look down on him. I'm trying to be a little bit sneaky and quiet. There it goes. Two of them. I messed up. They were actually over there. They were swans. Yep. I didn't know they went into trees like that, though. Well, you can see the heavy equipment over there. That's where they're doing the construction. Seems every park I'm in this year, they're doing construction. That's good. Bigger and better. But I used to park there, and you can't get in there now because they got it blocked off. And that's where my trailhead starts pretty much. But now we got another half to 3/4 of a mile to get back to the van. Oh, more than that. Shit, probably a mile. We parked way down near the fishing dock. Cool thing is we get to hike through the campsite. It's big old oak flat with a bunch of campsites in it. I was going to drop. Whoa. Yeah, let's get ahead of myself there. Alright, slow her down. There it goes again. We're just chasing that thing all around the lake. There's two of them again. a cool little spot up here where you can sit around a little mini bonfire. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do it. Right here. That'd be cool as hell. Come down here and make a little fire. Throw some grub on it. Have a couple beers, sit around, chit chat. Right in here is I got the picture of the biggest buck I've ever got in my life. I was hiding over there and it came across and it was going to come down through here and go across. I'd already had their route planned out, being in these woods over and over. Like I said, I've seen them all up on that ridge up there. So I knew their trails, and I knew he was either going to come right down the trail that we just did right there or come around the pine trees, because I've seen them all in here. In the evenings, you can come here and park and just sit there, and they'll be out here grazing, and you won't even bother them, the little ones, the young ones. So I took a chance and just stood down here in the darker corner, you know, and sure as hell, he come down here. It almost seems like there used to be a lot more pines through here. I think there was, but yeah, I have that picture still. I framed that years ago because at that point that was the biggest deer I've ever seen in my life. It's still damn close. All right. So if we go back or go that way, we'd go around and go right back up on that ridge where we started. We came around the lake. But you can take that trail and go back up on the ridge, and we could go all the way back the way we came, but we're not gonna. I like to make things a loop. It's just my thing, especially since I have the tracking system on. I want to see exactly how many miles this loop is, you know. I don't really care how long it took me. I'm not interested in the amount of time it takes to hike it. I'm not setting world records. I just want to make sure I get a certain distance, because if I don't get at least 5 miles, we're going to go again. Oh yeah, they cleaned a lot of these trees out. There used to be pine trees right up to here. Yeah, they cleaned a lot of these out. That's crazy. I wonder why they did that. This used to be a deer sanctuary right here. Okay, so now what we got to do, unfortunately, we got to cross this road. Oh, it always feels so weird to walk on pavement after hiking on trails. But we need to get across this little parking lot. And so this is what I was talking about. This is where people park. This is a parking spot for hiking. It's not really a trailhead, but people use it as one. And they'll park here, and then they'll walk this road. This road is part of the bike loop. So they'll walk around the whole outside of the lakes in the park and come right back to here. And that's about 6-7 miles. So a lot of people come here in the evening to do that. You know, a lot of young couples bring their kids over here, and the kids can ride their bikes while they walk. You see that all the time. This is a very, very family-oriented park, very much so. And if you're coming here to be a wild, hair-up-your-ass kind of person and hoot and holler and like to drink beer, and that's not going to go over good here. In fact, you probably won't get away with it. Yeah, DNR will be right up your butt. There's other places for that kind of thing anyway. You know, why would you want to come to a family park and party? There's plenty of state forests where you can go do that, where you wouldn't bother anybody. Now we could go down the road and jump in and pick up the trail, but it kind of really starts up here at the campground, so let's go up there. I could have scooted across the meadow, but I'm really working hard on getting the ticks off of me. This is the worst time of year for them. I should have threw some change in my pocket. I think there's a soda machine up here. That would have been sweet. I didn't even think of that. Maybe it takes debit cards. Oh! Oh man, this sun is warm. I originally parked here when I started, and I just didn't like how many people were up here. And the van would have been in the sun all day. And I really didn't like that. So I put it in a different spot where it's shady. But we're still half a mile from there yet. This is all part of the campground right here. And oh my God, that wind stopped and it is hot. Wow. Holy crap. We're gonna get off the dirt so it's a little less noisy and get out of the way of traffic. We gotta go all the way around the other side of this building. This is the showers. What you're looking at right now is the fish cleaning station. You catch fish, you can bring them here and gut them and clean them. Doesn't look like it's been used. Oh, water's not hooked up. Oh yeah, it is. Water's been sitting in the sun. Ugh, yeah, that's hot water. Gross. I didn't let it run long enough. Very hot water. Oh, maybe it doesn't have a Coke machine. I thought it did. Huh. Well, I guess not. But anyway, let's jump on the trail. Keep on going. Well, this isn't really the one I want. Let's go back over. The trail I want is actually down there on the other side of this camper. I just swallowed a gnat. That was gross. Let's go this way and pick it up. Ugh. Can't believe I just inhaled that bug. Gross. These are your walk-in sites. Everything that you want to bring into your campsite, you got to haul in from over there with those little carts and bring it here. But they're pretty cool areas, you know. Pretty cleaned up. Hopefully this goes to the trail I want. I think it does. I mean, it is just a big loop of campsites, so what I'm hoping is one of the campsites has a little trail that peels off of it and goes to the trail. And this is a likely suspect for it. Well, there's not one here, or is there? Yeah, right here, see? But this is a cool little campsite. You got a storage box for wood and keep it dry. You set your tents and everything up. It's pretty neat little spots. And you got your own little private foot trail to the main trail. Down to the canoe area. And an obstacle. Ooh. Geez, guys, you could have made it just a straight line. Bends and twists. Alright, here we go. There's some people out there fishing. Or boating anyway. That wind's just whipping them. Look how fast they're going from the wind. That's crazy. They're coming over to the canoe park, which is right down there. Alright, let's continue. Yeah. There's a spot up here with a pretty decent view where we can stop. There used to be a rope swing up here years ago. I don't know if the park took it down for safety reasons or what, but it was here for years. It was actually kind of cool. Oh yeah, here's another trail that goes to the campground. So this one goes right down to the water. So you could come from whatever campsite that is. Whoops, sorry. You can come from whatever campsite that is and walk right down to the water. If you had a canoe or whatever, you could canoe dock it right there. But up here, somewhere up here, there used to be a rope swing on one of these trees. Nobody's camping in here. I'm really surprised about that. It might be just too early because of the bugs and, you know, people aren't trusting the weather yet or whatever, but not a single tent in here. That really surprises me. There it is. You can tell there was a rope swing here because of the trail. Yeah, this tree right here. See how wore out it was from people hanging out. Yeah, it was fun. I don't know if the trail's still down there or not. It used to be a trail that goes right along the edge. You could fish that and all kinds of stuff, but it would be different now. Yeah. Pretty cool. Oh, there's a tent. Got one diehard anyway. Smart enough to get way back in here too. Nice view. How you doing? Yeah. Windy day, that's for sure. Whew. That trail from the site. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to getting back, getting something cold to drink. I got my water bladder with me, but maybe I'll take a drink here. I'll stand right here and you can have a view while I take a drink of water. Oh, that was good. All right, let's continue. Get through these woods, and it'll be an open meadow, and then we go along the little woods lot that the van is parked in, and we'll be there. It's amazing how quickly this stuff grows up. It wasn't all that long ago I was in here hiking, and this is all flat. None of this was growing up. It was just sticks with no leaves on it. And the grass was still brown. And the time before that, there was still snow on the ground when I hiked here. I didn't really mind that so much. One of my best hikes was in the worst conditions. So when I had to put the most effort into completing, I call it Snowdrift Trail. It was crazy. There were snowdrifts 4 foot to 6 foot high. Just the whole trail, just up and down and up and down. And oh man, it was crazy. And it was a gradual incline at the same time. And it was pretty close to a mile, if not a mile, in length. So, wow, that was a workout. That was when it really got me into it. I just kept talking to myself, you gotta do this, you can do this, you know where it ends, it's only right up around there. Just kept driving myself. And from that day on, I've just been into this hiking thing. I needed something to help clean my lungs out. I used to be a smoker, and I quit that about 3 years ago, and still just feel so heavy chested. Here's the first one. They should have these at every spot. This is a winter one by the looks, I think. But yeah, it looks kind of sun faded too. It is, because we're way down here and you can't even see the trail that we just hiked. And there's another trail goes on this side of it and comes around. Get a mayfly. That's what a mayfly looks like, guys. The hatch is hatching. All right, let's continue. That mayfly is trying to keep warm. Every park has a hiking club trail that I've been on so far anyway. This was just mowed. Nice. Cool. Oh boy, oh boy. We're getting closer. Get around this corner. Go through the meadow a little bit. We might be able to go down to the bridge and come back up. Maybe. I'm not sure if you can or not. I'll have to look at that. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to, because the group campsite that I'm parked at is right next to that bridge, so you would think that they would have that easy to get to. Wow, they really mowed this wide. They did 2 trips down and back. Crazy. That's all right. Keep them wood ticks out there. Ooh. That woodlot over there is pretty much where we're at. Back in the corner back there is where we parked. But I don't believe that we can get up there from the bridge, but we're gonna try. We're gonna go down there and look anyway. Let's see. Because I'm willing to bet that somebody had to have made a trail that goes up to it. Let's find out. Because this bridge is really cool and we have to come down here and look at it. Can't walk by without going to the bridge. Huh? I guess not. Because it would have to be right here. Because there's no other way across. No. You have to go back up and around, but that's alright. It was worth coming down here for. See if we can see any fish. There's no fish running. Pretty sandy bottom. Really sandy bottom. Like muddy. Pretty cool though. Cool little spot. Get right down to the water here. Yeah. Kind of looks like a spawn bed right there. Yeah, I think it is. Huh. Well, we're gonna have to go back up across the bridge because we can't get to where we want to, but I want to walk over here quick. This trail goes all, this is kind of part of the bike trail. You could get on this from the bike trail. Over here is where I wanted to be. This is one of my favorite spots for a view of the bridge. To me, that's one of the coolest pictures. That's why I came down here. But we're up there. We're right there. The van is right over there. So let's go over there. My dang hat strap. Keeps getting tangled in the camera. This bridge has been the same color ever since it's been here, I believe. Oh. Mosquitoes. Oh, we're not far now. So thirsty for carbonation drink. Funny how us humans are so addicted to stuff we don't need. We need water, and we keep drinking that carbonated crap. Whoa, the sun in our face, wow. And this is our parking area. That's where we started. Right there. Oh. And we still don't have any company. We're the only people here. Well, supposedly only one car can park here, but I think it's a stupid rule. Alright, just for the hell of it, let's see if we can see the bridge. God, we were so close to it when we crossed it. I'm really, really surprised that nobody's made a trail off this west end over here. Maybe it's something I'll do this winter. Yeah, you can see the bridge through there. So it really wouldn't take much to make a trail right through here. But then again, why bother when you can just go up and around and stay out of the woods, right? But, yeah. This is one of my favorite places to come. A lot of times I come here and just bring a cooler and my cookware and just come out here and just cook dinner, you know. Sit out here for a couple hours. Just be out in the peace and quiet. Early season like this, early May, before it really gets packed, before Memorial Day and all that. Yeah, that's the time to be out here. There's not as many people. This is what I started my hike with. I left it here so I could pick it up and throw it away in the van when I got back. So, all right, we made it. See you on the next one.